The fall of the socialist system in Europe. Causes, consequences, and lessons learned. The collapse of the socialist system in Europe during the late 20th century marked a profound turning point in global economic and political history. Spanning several decades, this seismic shift reshaped the socio-economic landscape of the continent and reverberated around the world. In this article, we delve into the causes, consequences, and lessons learned from the fall of socialism in Europe. Causes of the fall: economic stagnation. Socialist economies in Eastern Europe face persistent economic stagnation, characterized by low productivity, inefficiency, and shortages of consumer goods. Centralized planning and state control stifled innovation and entrepreneurship, leading to chronic underperformance compared to their capitalist counterparts in the West. Political repression. Authoritarian regimes in Eastern Europe, backed by the Soviet Union, maintained power through political repression, censorship, and the suppression of dissent. However, widespread discontent simmered beneath the surface, fueled by aspirations for political freedom and self-determination. External pressures. The geopolitical landscape shifted with the end of the Cold War, as the Soviet Union's influence waned and international support for socialist regimes diminished. Western countries, led by the United States, exerted pressure through diplomatic, economic, and military means, hastening the demise of the socialist bloc. Consequences of the fall. Transition to capitalism. The collapse of socialism precipitated a rapid transition to capitalism in Eastern Europe, characterized by privatization, market liberalization, and integration into the global economy. Newly independent states embraced democratic principles and pursued market-oriented reforms to stimulate economic growth and attract foreign investment. Social dislocation. The transition to capitalism brought profound social dislocation, including mass unemployment, income inequality, and the erosion of social safety nets. Formerly state-owned enterprises were privatized, leading to layoffs and restructuring, while rising living costs strained household budgets. Geopolitical realignment. The dissolution of the Soviet Union and the Warsaw Pact reshaped geopolitical alliances in Europe and beyond. Former satellite states gravitated towards Western institutions such as NATO and the European Union, seeking security guarantees and economic integration. Lessons learned. Market reforms require careful management. The transition from socialism to capitalism underscored the importance of careful management of market reforms. Abrupt liberalization without adequate institutional support can exacerbate social inequalities and destabilize economies, as evidenced by the hardships endured by many Eastern Europeans during the transition period. Democratic governance is essential. The fall of socialism affirmed the centrality of democratic governance in fostering political stability and economic prosperity. Countries that successfully transitioned to democracy experienced greater resilience and inclusivity, laying the groundwork for sustainable development and social cohesion. Global interconnectedness demands cooperation. In an increasingly interconnected world, the fall of socialism highlighted the importance of international cooperation and multilateralism. The integration of former socialist states into the global economy necessitated collaboration with Western partners and adherence to international norms and standards. Conclusion. The fall of the socialist system in Europe represents a watershed moment in modern history, with far-reaching implications for politics, economics, and society.
While the transition to capitalism brought opportunities for prosperity and freedom, it also unleashed profound challenges and disruptions. As we reflect on this transformative period, it is essential to heed the lessons learned and strive for inclusive, sustainable development that benefits all members of society.